understanding the concept. Okay. Well, you recognize that you have books in your world, and those contain stories in them. So you may have a bookshelf in your home or office, and on the bookshelf is contained many different books which contain many different stories, and those stories literally are side by side on your bookshelf. So depending upon which book you choose from the shelf, you get a different story. And that is all it really is. Each timeline, each book has a different beginning, middle, and end. Yes, but you will not usually have access to all of them, in the sense that you are not going to shift yourself from a timeline that you are on currently to a timeline that is quite different from the one you are on. So you do not go from being on this world in this reality and this dimension. You do not shift to a timeline where things are so different that it is almost as if you are living an entirely different existence. That would be too disorienting and would not allow you to play out some of the stories that you are playing out in your current timeline. How much do they relate to the self?
Yeah.
Well, we can answer this question in a couple of different ways, okay? So, let us start with the being that you think of as yourself. The being that has a physical body and a name and time of birth and so on. And that, for that being, the relationship to the other being, the other version of you, is that you are quite similar, like twins or brothers or sisters. You are similar, but not exactly the same. And then if you think in terms of yourself as a being, as an oversoul being, if you think of that as yourself, and we certainly encourage you to start doing this, to start seeing yourselves as the oversoul being, rather than as the egoic being. If you think of yourself as the oversoul being, then the different versions of the you that you think of as you, as a physical embodied person, are like different experiences. So the oversoul is having one experience through the you that is watching this video right now and hearing these words, and the oversoul, that is the real you, is having another experience through one of the parallel yous that exists in a different parallel universe. So your oversoul gets to have many experiences because it craves all of the different experiences that can be had. Well, you realize that because you are both beings who originate from the same oversoul, that you already are connected. So even though you are not consciously having conversations with that other parallel version of yourself, the information is getting sent back to the oversoul from the experiences that you are having, the experiences that he or she is having. They are all being registered in the oversoul that is you. So as you live your life and have your experiences, you contribute to the vast array of experiences that your oversoul is having, and the information then can be transmitted from the oversoul to the other version of yourself. So that is the way that you are already connecting with that other version of yourself. If you would like to have a more conscious conversation with that being, then we suggest that you start during your dream state or your sleep state. So as you fall asleep, if you intend to have a conversation with another version of yourself and intend to remember that conversation when you wake up, that would be one way to start. Well, everything starts with your intention and your desire. So just by having the intention and the desire to do so, you start to begin down that road, if you will. So the most important thing for you is to believe that you can access information stored in your oversoul that is coming to it from other versions of yourself. That is very important. And also to recognize that the skills that you do have in this lifetime are the skills you wanted to have. So you wanted to have certain skills, and you wanted to have certain limitations. Those limitations that you chose for yourself were to create the different stories that you are living out. Now, you no longer need to know yourself as being a limited being in any way. That is no longer necessary. But we just want to explain why you have certain skills in some areas and that you seem to have certain limitations in other areas. But now is the time for the removal of those limitations. And so, yes, it is a matter of asking for the information from the oversoul and for the next move on your part, to get the inspiration to go take a class, or to get the inspiration to start practicing something, or perhaps watching a video on how to do something. Those types of impulses you will receive from your oversoul, and they will help to spark those memories that you contain deep within your consciousness of how to do certain things that you want to do.